Everyone, I'm Becky,
And I'm Sarah.
and we're doing Bickering Book Reviews. Today we are talking about All the Stars Align by Gretchen Schreiber, which I got an eARC off of NetGalley.
Same.
So this book is about Piper, and Piper's family has a blessing or maybe a curse. Piper lives in a town that believes in fate, that people think that the fates actually are from. And every woman in her family, I think it's only, and maybe there are only women born into her family because they don't talk about any men, um, have basically a soulmate. And at some point you meet them and it's this great love and you're pulled to them and you can't possibly be away from them, which is great, except Piper's mom had a great love and she just got divorced. And Piper's still waiting. She's senior year of high school. She's trying to find her great love. She has a major crush on her best friend, Leo, but she knows he's not the one, so they can't be together. And then one day, she's at a party and she meets Forrest and she's drawn to him and she feels the blessing. But she's still drawn to Leo and she doesn't know what to do. And that's basically the premise.
So when I start talking, it just reminds me that, I don't think this book knows what it wants to be. Because the whole divorce storyline would have worked better if they had aged down the character and she was like a child who was trying to get her parents back together. Plus, in the end, it never made sense, why her parents got a divorce. I don't know. And maybe I just wasn't picking up on the cues. But also I feel like there needed to be more development either with the family, because I really didn't like her family and I didn't know why she'd want to be with her family. I wish I had known more about the town, because you really could have, with Fate, the way they describe it, it was so kind of set into the development of the town and how the town was, but you really didn't get to explore the town beyond the punny little coffee shop and the jewelry store that the family owned. And then there weren't enough characters that were Piper's age, right? If there were more characters than just her two best friends and Forrest, I think maybe there would have been more, I don't know, charm to it. If there were more cousins or something.
Well, and there's a throwaway line about, which just feels kind of like an easy excuse where they're like, all of the cousins are older and don't want the jewelry store. And I will admit, reading it, I was kind of, I got sick of the ants.
Yeah,
And,
they're not particularly pleasant.
and I get, I think the author is trying to say, you get to have your own path, right? You get to decide what you want.
Right.
But I kind of also feel like there were moments where you have grown-ups telling a 17-year-old, we're not going to let you be in the family business if you can't get your parents back together.
Yeah, and that was really, I don't know, it was weird. I guess the ants and Forrest even just felt flat, caricatures. You know what I mean? The ants are supposed to be pressuring her to want to follow kind of the family blessing. Forrest is her, her soulmate. And so I don't know, it was we shied away from developing those characters because we weren't supposed to want something different.
Yeah. I mean, I do think it did move really fast, but I also think you kind of hit something on the head. It does feel like Piper is 17, almost out of high school, and it does feel like she's a freshman. The way
Yeah.
it's written, I do appreciate Gretchen Schreiber's the way she does disability representation, where she creates a full character and this just happens to be part of the character. I think
Yeah.
that there are kids that can see themselves in that, so that's a positive. I do think, I think for a book that is partly a romance, I think the love story was the weakest part.
I agree. I think it was really predictable. But the thing is, I say that, and there are quite a few romances that are predictable,
Right.
but there's other things to kind of invest you and latch onto, and I feel like it wasn't happening here. And the thing is, I say all of this, but it wasn't terrible. I think I was just in a bad mood, and I was just trying to get it done, and I mean, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
Well, and like I said, it read really fast for me.
not so much for me, but like it's fine. It's fine.
Like, yeah, and I mean, I would give this to a kid. I think a
Right,
lot of,
like I think I could see people checking it out at the library.
right. So we should just rate it. Our rating system starts top with 5 unicorns, go down to 2 unicorns, and if we don't like it, it is a horse.
So I'm at 3 unicorns. Like it wasn't terrible. I think it was more just like my mood. Like I just wasn't I wanted something better that grabbed me, and this just didn't grab me. And like but it was just because of my mood, not because of what it was.
I'm giving it a 3. And I did like it. It was good. I would recommend it to people. I mean, there were some issues with it, and I do kind of wonder like where in the editing process the eARCs are at because I noticed some like really obvious like typos and stuff. So there is that issue. And I do think part of it for me also was I just thought her first book was better written. So that is where we are on the Stars Align, and we'll see you around.
Bye.
Bye.